Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show presents the All In Texas review. Man, oh man, it's been a long day. It's been a busy day, but I'm here. We had so many predicted outcomes and reviews. We had to finally make this culmination right here. All in, and what a culmination it was. You see right here, Hangman Page finally wins the World Heavyweight Championship. Long live the nightmare of the Moxley nightmare. Hangman finally did it. He did it his way tonight. We'll get to it coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Here on the Pro Wrestling. Let's not waste no time. Let's get the Pro Wrestling Show started right here, right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host, as always, Kitty Dix here. Glad you can join us here on the Pro Wrestling Show. You see right here, Hangman Page finally wins the big one. Wins the big one, winning the World Heavyweight Championship tonight. Hangman has done it. And Hangman Page has got rid of the long nightmare of Jon Moxley, no longer the World Heavyweight Champion. But like I said, first thing first, join in that conversation. You can hope that Pro Wrestling here. Oh, Nick. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. Hangman Page holding up the World Heavyweight Championship. We'll get to it in a minute, but let's kick things off here with this. It's been a monumental night. We'll tell you a little bit later on the rules of the Texas Deathmatch rules coming up a little bit later. Double J just here and Paul White, the Big Show, playing the rules. But we also saw a debut that we kind of knew was coming sooner rather than later. Josh Matthews, now part of All Elite Wrestling. Josh Matthews now, I don't know what he's going to be doing. I think he's going to be commentating. I don't know what show. He probably be commentating Collision. Likely Josh Matthews bad being on something. Collision, or probably be on Dynamite, one of the two. But we'll see. I think Josh Matthews kind of fit Collision better, but we'll see if he want to spend his Saturday nights doing Collision, because I know Tony Schiavone is getting up there, up in age, so he ain't gonna be doing this for long. He's gonna have to need some new blood coming in soon, for Josh Matthews coming in. So we'll see what Josh Matthews' role is going to be coming forward. Well, we found out, we told you on the Pro Wrestling Show, predicted the outcome right here, that the TNT Championship will be on the line, a fatal four-way. Dustin Rhodes, Sam Guevara, Kyle Fletcher, and Dan Garcia all vying for a shot for the TNT Championship. How that's going to be coming forward. Well, speaking of Guevara and Rhodes, they were a tag team tonight. Guevara and Rhodes teamed up with the Von Erichs, and they were in action. They was in action tonight. How that went down, you see right here, Guevara and Rhodes, and what went down and stuff. We saw how that went down earlier tonight. Von Erichs teaming up against Guevara and Rhodes with a Texas homecoming. Even Kevin Von Erich, the legendary grappler, made a rare appearance tonight as well. Kevin Von Erich, part of the legendary Von Erich family. See the Von Erichs all in a tandem, trying to be united with Dustin Rhodes' son, Dustin. Dustin played a pivotal part in Texas wrestling as well with his father, the great American Dream. Dustin Rhodes played a pivotal part in it. Dustin Rhodes playing that part as well. Dustin wants that, fulfill that legacy and that viability. And we see they won their match tonight in a big way tonight. We saw earlier as well. Dustin, along with his brother, won the match, and congratulations to Dustin winning the matches they did, win the match as they promised, as they did, as we saw. Also, too, we saw the AJ, the Rizzler, and Big Boom Justice, I guess that's what they call themselves, They made a real appearance. They always coming on AEW. The Rizzler wearing a Texas Cowboy hat. The Rizzler kind of like he was prepared to be there anyway. They just told the Rizzler, come on, show your face. And he did. He showed his face tonight. And he did. As what went down and stuff for him and stuff like that. So the Rizzler making his rare appearance. They won their match tonight, depending on what's his name. To get the 1, 2, 3. Well, we get to this right here. The Ops defend the tag team title, the 6-man tag team titles against the Death Riders. The Death Riders won, but they took out Samoa Joe. Claudio took out Samoa Joe, kicked him in the head. So a lot of stuff going on as well as we saw. Dustin Rhodes has his first TNT championship. We told you earlier, a couple months ago. Dustin won. And Dustin won, all right. Dustin did what he needed to do. Dustin wins his first TNT championship. I guess Dustin's being rewarded for all the hard work he doing now, the sacrifice he did. Dustin Rhodes deserves it and truly do deserve it. We saw a lot of appearances like a WCW from in the early 90s. Dustin Rhodes winning the TNT championship, as well as Jim Ross returning. Jim Ross returning as well to call the Okada and Ken Omega match as well. And his voice and star power to it. So a lot of WCW legends, including Dustin, winning the TNT championship. So earning him down the road. Also, too, right here, we saw that Adam Cole saying in front of the whole crowd that he's dealing with an injury. He's had to come back when he come back. So Adam Cole dealing with an injury. Said it's gonna take him about a year to heal and make up. So we wishing our speedy recovery to Adam Cole on his injury. He'll come back stronger than ever. Former NXT champion. Speaking of NXT champions, we saw that FTR did the same thing. FTR, you see right here, they won that match tonight, pinning someone tonight. Get the win. They kind of remind me of Arn and Tully as well. But MJF pinned Roger Strong to earn himself a future championship match any given time he wants to in the gauntlet match. I think that was kind of a given. MJF was going to win that match, and MJF earns himself a contract to win a future AEW World title whenever he wants to. We'll see how MJF is going to do coming down the road as well. So what MJF going to do as well. So we'll see what he's going to plan and stuff like that moving forward. Well, we saw this match right here. The Young Bucks put their EVP executive titles online against Swerve and Will Ospreay. Well, we saw tonight that they failed to Swerve and Ospreay. Swerve and Ospreay finally getting the retribution. The Young Bucks are no longer the executive vice president on storyline moving forward. So I guess Buck and Swerve and Ospreay dodged the bullet, and so now they can freely challenge for the world championship whenever they see fit. But they kind of embrace the moment that we saw. Swerve and Ospreay did it. They did their way, and now they can finally challenge for the world championship down the road. We'll see who's going to get it, but what they leave the Young Bucks moving forward, that's the question that everybody wants to know and everybody needs to know on what's going to go down with that. So we'll see how that's going to go eventually and stuff. Athena wins the women's gauntlet. Athena earns herself a future AEW Women's Championship match. Don't know when she's going to cash it in. We'll see if Athena cashes it in and get herself ready. And Dina getting herself together and pulling herself together to do what she needs to do. Athena now with a shot at the women's championship earned down the road. We'll see. The Hurt Syndicate were in action. They defended their tag team championships against Jet Speed, Speedway Mark Bailey, and Kevin Knight, and Ed, Christian and his family. Well, throughout the whole entire match, there was a little problems with Christian and his family, but it led to Christian getting pinned by Bobby Lashley. But Christian getting pinned by Bobby Lashley to get the 1-2-3. Bobby Lashley and Sheldon Benjamin retained their tag team title. The Hurt Syndicate had a good night. MJF winning the gauntlet match. The Hurt Syndicate retained the tag team championships. But there were trouble in paradise right here. You see right here, the Christian's family decided to turn against him, and Christian family did not see that coming. Christian thought he was gonna get beat up until he did, until Edge came out there. Edge, Adam Copeland came out there to reunite the infamous tag team, Edge and Christian. They came out there, and Edge told him he better find himself. I don't know what Edge trying to tell him, but we kind of know what he means. Edge saying you better find yourself within you. We'll see what he means and what he's talking about down the road, how there's going to be heading forward in that situation and stuff. So we'll see Edge and Christian going to reunite to take down, who Christian is found. Well, we get to this, the biggest women's main event AEW history right here. Toni Storm defending the Women's World Championship against Mercedes Moné. Which one of these women is going to fell down to their loss and stuff? We kind of figure out who was going to do. But Toni Storm pulled up an upset by defeating Mercedes Moné. Toni Storm defeated Mercedes Moné. Toni Storm won, retained her AEW Women's Championship. I didn't think she was going to retain, but she did by pinning Mercedes Moné in the ring. What an instant classic it was throughout the whole entire match. Toni Storm pinned Mercedes. Mercedes took her first loss to Toni Storm. Because Mercedes Moné proving to the world that she don't have to can lose on a dime. She did so tonight. Or how she did. So we saw how that went down. Toni Storm retains her Women's World Championship. We'll see. Well, we told you earlier, Jim Ross made a rare appearance. Ken Omega set to take on Okada and U.S. soil one-on-one for the Unified Championship, the Continental, and the International Championship were on the line. You see right here, the two titles were represented as one, but someone said they're going to be fused. They're going to be wearing all three titles. It really don't make no sense. Just go ahead and make it be one title rather than two. But that's the logistic things and stuff on how they're going to be moving forward. But told you that and how that's going to be moving forward. So we saw that. Well, you see right here, Meg, McCullough and Mega Rashad Sock. But at the end, Okada won and be now the new international champion. Okada did it. Okada did it his way with the help of Don Callis. Don Callis becoming a big star. We'll see. Don Callis going to help Okada become bigger than in life itself. We'll see how that's going to go. Well, we get to the main event right here. The main event was the Texas Death Match. You see right here, the rules of the Texas Death Match explained by Jeff Jarrett and Big Show. No time limit, no disqualification, no match stoppage because of blood. Pitfalls don't matter. Match only ends when someone submits or can't answer to the 10 count. We know this match is vicious, brutal, all above. Hangman Page had something to prove tonight. He needed to make this win and make this justified, and he tried to justify it against Jon Moxley. They have fought before in the Texas Death Match, but not for the World Championship. It all culminated ahead tonight, as it did. We saw the appearance of Bryan Danielson. Bryan Danielson coming out of nowhere and helping out Hangman. I guess that was Hangman's version of the Avengers, and did so. And you can see it right here. Darby Allin coming back from Mount Everest made a rare appearance. Darby helping Hangman, and Hangman pinned Jon Moxley to get the 1-2-3. Hangman Page is officially your new AEW champion. Hangman did it. Hangman did it his way. Like I said, Hangman Page is now the official world champion.
Congratulations to Hangman Page now, AEW champion once again, and all well with the world as it is. Hangman Page done it and did it his way tonight, winning the AEW championship that he needed to do so badly, and now got pride out the hands out of Moxley. Thank God, Hangman the world championship looks so great back again in the clutches of somebody other than Moxley. So we saw that tonight. All right. Thank you all for watching this edition of Pro Wrestling Show presents the AEW All In review. Man, with AEW All In review, it was. And thank you for it. Tune in, watch all the archives that we had throughout the whole entire day, from Great American Bash to Saturday Main Event to All In. We got predicted outcomes, as well as reviews. So we thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow for the Evolution, predict the outcome as well as the review here on the Pro Wrestling Show. See you later and have